Hey, what's going on? So it would seem every single day I am getting constant reminders of how much my life actually sucks. Because I don't do much, right? I don't think much of it, and to be honest, I don't actually care, but it's come across my mind a bunch of times today that I'm a very boring person. There is a lot interesting about me, but I share almost none of it. And the constant reminders, they're all coming from the words of God, which is, okay, just to kind of clarify, so I don't accidentally give someone the wrong opinion, or not the wrong opinion, the wrong idea of what I'm trying to say. The church has become a huge source of inspiration and happiness for me, and I will give nothing. That's a weird way of putting it. I will give up everything, including my own life, before I give up the church. I'd rather give it all away. I would give everything I own before giving up the church. The church is, at this point, my home. And it got that way so quickly, so very quickly. And I know why. I know why. I can put it into words. I know it that well. I'm about to. I've always been a spiritual person. I've literally my entire life, as far back as I can remember, I've practiced meditations, trying different ways to connect with myself on a very deep level. I think I know myself better than I know how to spell my own name, right? And part of doing all that for a majority of my life is I have the mental fortitude of the friggin' deity. I can handle an unreal amount of people. I've witnessed thousands of people die throughout my life, people I've had conversations with, and it doesn't affect my day-to-day. That's how messed up my mental defenses are. I can handle a lot, and that comes at a toll itself, right? Because you can only handle so much overflow. That's a different story entirely, and one I might not even share. Going back to my original point is my brain and my heart are the two strongest things I have in my arsenal, and I own a self-made AI that cracked a Bitdefender encryption on a firewall in a little over a week. So, which is messed up, by the way, because it would take a supercomputer would take 8 months to crack the encryption that my AI broke. So a little over a week is maddeningly ego boosting. I own that. That is my property, and my heart and my head are the two strongest assets, at least in my books. And it's because of all the spiritual practices I put in. I found out last week that my mother, apparently she's a practicing Wiccan. Yeah. I don't even think my own father knew that. And she's a practicing Wiccan, and it's great. Some members of my family are also pretty spiritual. I've been around the practices a lot, right? But then being put into the Church of Christ and being able to use what I've learned in my own spiritual practices and actually connect with not just my own spirit, but the Great Spirit, God Himself as a spirit. So I'm able to actually feel heavier when I'm at services. Or the other day I went to just to witness, not get baptized myself, but just to go and witness how it's done. I made the last minute decision to step away from watching because I didn't want to have any spoilers, or at least I thought it was because I didn't want to have any spoilers for when I go and have my turn to get baptized. But that's not it at all. It's because it was just so full of this energy. It wasn't just God, it was the community. I could feel the weight, the songs they were singing while it was happening. I had to balance myself against a wall out in the hallway just so I could stay on my feet. It was crazy. And yeah, that's just explaining how much I've connected with the church and the faith and all that, which leads into my point that the church has become my home. It's the people there, my family, my friends, people I care about. People who understand what pain I feel daily. Not something my biological family is capable of. But it's also a constant reminder of how wrong I have been my whole life. And I am trying to fix it. I am doing what I can. I'm putting in 110% into every single aspect of my life that I need to be in full overdrive right now. That being education, work, and the church, all on the very top of my priorities, not in that order, but those are the top three. God, dude. I never ever thought I'd get to this point. I'm further down my path than I've ever been, and it feels wrong. It does, it feels wrong. It feels upsetting. I feel like I'm losing it. I know I've made progress, and I know it's in the right step, but I don't know. It's hard. And the reason why I think it's wrong is because now I'm at a point where I am enjoying more things. The love of my life, the woman I want to spend eternity with, I couldn't love anyone more. But if it were a choice between loving her and that getting in the way of my own goals, should it pertain to my faith, I've started to think that I might drop it if it meant that it was what God wanted. And that's why it hurts. I'm actually holding the wall because I can barely handle saying this into the public. I would give up actually everything for the church. And that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, right? I mean, it makes me really wonder who I'll be at the end of this chapter of my life. If I'll be happy and where I should be, or if I'm gonna have to give it all away just to even have a future. I don't know. Guess right now I just gotta be patient and find out. Yeah. No, it is hard. It is hard living my life. And the very first thing I said was that, I guess one of the very first things, it was like second or third thing I said in this video, was that I don't do a lot. I'm a fairly boring person. I'm very laid back. I'm chaotic when it's funny. But even those times, it's every so often, I have no problem with it. I don't. I enjoy being simple. The downside of that is I don't have enough experiences to make these connections, to make comparisons on if something good is happening or something bad is happening. I don't have those. I have all of these things are firsts, right? The woman I love was the very first thing that made me actually feel happy since I was 2 or 3 years old, I think. Like, I haven't been happy in decades until she showed up, right? It's crazy. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Alright. Well, I think that's it for now. I should get to bed. I got some things to do tomorrow, so this video is gonna be 14 minutes long, so I don't know how long this is gonna take to update. I'll try to update it when I'm on Wi-Fi so it can be ready as soon as possible for you guys out there. Because I guarantee it's not going to be ready by morning. Not with my data plan, no, God no. Which will be ending soon. I won't have internet pretty quick. I don't know when. It was supposed to go off today. Who knows? Anyway, that's pretty much it still. Thanks for sticking by me. If you like these videos and don't mind a sad one here and there, and feel free to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe as well. It's completely free, and you can always unsubscribe at a later time. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts, feelings, any topics you want me to talk about, like usual. I'll try to respond to as many as I can. And yeah. I appreciate everyone who supported me so far. I. Alright. I'm the ginger psychopath. Y'all have a good night.